If you fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm ready for 30, you ready for 30, you ready for 30, you ready for 30. Check. You told that bitch no, you from that. Check. But then you hit me back. Check. So we're gonna put you back. Check. Check. They check. They check. I'm searching for an office to support. To the good side, no one for me. Cut me up, give me high. You're my favorite person. That's the line. Fucking your dog, that's my only vibe. I took it all when you told me if I'm feeling fine. I put it all, risk it all like I'm falling back. Taking it all is my second life.
What up, though? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? I probably shouldn't have just played it. My bad. I was listening to an old joint. Hey, hold on. Let me get this down, man. Before we get into it. Hold on. Where is it? Before I lose it. Where is it? When I just had this on my bitch. Hold on. I'm finna go get that. Because it keep popping up. Okay. Here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Lennon is live.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Lennon is live right now. Let me see.
Alone. Now, I'm not sure if he's talking about from a cybersecurity. I don't know. We have to go a little bit deeper and see what he's actually trying to present here. It just doesn't make any sense. But PCI,
we ain't gotta go a little deeper.
I got a whole paper on that. I was proud of that paper. I got an A+. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Absolutely. Okay, let's go.
Be no definitive till the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation would conclude.
No. Normally, a bank will wrap that up. It's not going to be extensive. Furthermore, you would still have access to the money because the money is insured. What they call that? We studied that too, FDIC or something like that. I can't remember. Someone in the chat room, if you know what I'm talking about, type it in there. But your money is insured. So what happens is that even if there's some sort of a fraud that's taking place, assuming that you're not the one committing fraud, Umar, which we know you have been with the 70G school scam, if we assume that someone else is trying to hack your account, what the bank will do will still allow you access. What they would do is just issue another card.
Yeah.
In an extreme case, they would cancel the account and set you
up. They're blocked.
So you would have to go in and do that. But in most cases, and this has happened to many of us. This has happened, right?
Not damn right.
It's happened to me. What they do, they'll text you, they'll call you, they may even email you, and in some cases they want you to come in and make sure that the whatever
I won't say that, but I say like I remember one time I was out the country. And I used my card for like gas or something. And them hoes, they send the text message. This you? Okay, you out the country then. Okay. Do your thing, my nigga. My bad. But so man, there's different types of situations. Nigga didn't move money. Like I don't have a cash app now because nigga sitting there moving too because money. Nigga moved $6,000. And then you wait, you sudden FOMO, and then they see the money coming in, and so them hoes said, nigga, give us proof of your income. You over here big balling, nigga. Our records indicating Nigga, yeah, what you got going on, fam? Yeah, so they took my shit. I called and cussed them some of bitches out. I think they got my number saved. I think they got my number saved. So fuck them. But Umar, yeah, nigga, the whole world talking about this. Man, that's crazy. That's wild to me.
I probably said something else. I probably said FDMG or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Lennon, we'll come back when you get to the good part. I don't like Umar staring at me like that. I don't like Umar staring. Look how he's staring. I don't like that. I don't like the way he looking. Y'all got my nigga out here on smoker status, fam. That's Uncle Umar, okay? Y'all got Uncle Umar out here. And y'all, yeah, they say his pockets have nothing but African Kente lint. The most premium lint. I want to tell y'all this. Do not feel bad because we done our report. We done our report, bro. You know, niggas popping this international Ifa Tunde. That's his nickname. International Ifa Tunde. We done our report. You gotta go check them South African hoes you been fucking on. Ghana, Nigeria, all these places, nigga, you a Ghanaian citizen. Nah, fuck that. So no sympathy, Umar. Sorry. Go get a fucking job since you're a clinical psychologist. You need to be doing psych work, nigga. Your ass need a psychiatrist. Looking at me like that, nigga. What you, a ninja? Your big ass ain't finna do no hopping, jumping, or kicking. We saw you reach down to pick up some paper off the ground in front of the school and was out of breath by the time you made it to the trash can. Yeah, nigga, you unphysically fit. You 50, nigga. You need to start going on random walks, daily walks, nigga, like Dick Gregory told us, nigga. You don't need no more juice. Heard your big ass in love with soda waters. Yeah, I'm a country nigga. You might call it pop. Where you from? Nigga, I'm from the country. We call it soda water. You drinking soda waters and shit like that. Acid reflux. Nigga, you need water, and a watermelon diet. Titties and bitties and ditties. What that nigga said on Nutty Professor, who's sucking whose titties over here? Who's sucking whose titties over here? What's up in the building, man? I need $1. Say, man, y'all hit the motherfucker. Well, you can't call Umar. Umar shit. Umar did $1 too, nigga. Umar finna steal your name. Is that Umar? Umar finna steal your name. You might want to trademark that son, bitch, because that nigga, oh, he said a couple dollars. My bad. That nigga said a couple dollars. My bad. Okay. You just want one. That nigga need a couple. He said, pair them hoes up. Pair them up, fam. I'm just saying. Boy, there's so many rich, black, conscious niggas out here ain't done a damn thing for the people. Oh, I mean, these niggas rich. These niggas living in big old houses. These niggas got all these views on the YouTube. Shout out to Tariq, nigga. You want to know the power of black spending? Tariq Nasheed got damn near $2 million, nigga, in damn near 30 days. Boy, I started to put on a leather coat. Nah, fuck what you talking about. I started to put a leather coat and some Pendletons on, nigga. And nigga, some black low glasses, nigga, and grow my hair out to an afro, nigga, and scream black power to the people. Boy, they gave that nigga to read, nigga, less than 30 days. What? And I'm sitting over here with these goddamn Indians, and nigga, nigga might shoot you $2. You might get you know, every now and then, nigga, hey, let me buy you a beer. Nigga, I don't drink beer. Yeah, let me buy you a beer. Fuck that, nigga. Black power. Power to the motherfucking people. Nigga say, shout out to the FBA. You from Brazil, you know they don't fuck with you, nigga. FBA don't fuck with Brazilians. I do, though. I ain't got no problem with you, niggas. But FBA don't fuck with you, niggas. You say, shout out to them niggas. Them niggas out to get you. You see the title, they be say foundational American. Nigga, we pushing foundational American, okay? I'm finna show these niggas how to fight. Or it's a test, right? Maybe it's a test. You know, TOPCATZ like to play mind games, right? He's a chess player. Huh? He's a military genius. You gotta remember, nigga, Napoleon, that kinfolk, OCO, these war chief, nigga. These niggas who ain't talking about losing. These niggas who running through shit. Oliver Cromwell, nigga. These bossed up niggas. And yeah, that I come from, so we're gonna play the chessboard, foundational American. Boom. We don't even have to fight. You don't have to delineate, you ain't gotta argue with a nigga or nothing. Foundational American. So these niggas, he said, nah, bro, I'm in LA. Nigga, they in LA. Hey, Brazil, you ain't talking about, nigga, they in LA. Yeah, they had the hidden museum. They go Ebony. Ebony went there. She said, we pushing foundational American. Got a little ring to it, huh? Yeah, I might need you to go copyright that motherfucker for us. What it is, $600 or something like that? We might need to copyright that some bitch. We might be on to something. I heard City. I fell asleep last night after the thing, man. I ain't had no sleep, right? So look, after party, whatever you want to call it. It was 30 minutes though. I recorded it and I'll play it for y'all. They didn't see it, but minute after party. But I fell asleep, bro. I had been going and going, and I woke up at like maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. And you know how after the video go off, it just go to the next one. So SETI video on. And SETI talking about, you know, the boycott with the Africans. Hey, y'all get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up. Thank you. And SETI told the Africans, UTLS say, he said Africa ain't what he thought it was. SETI's told them Africans, nigga, we will come over there and kick y'all motherfucking ass. I said, damn, these niggas, boy, we better hurry up and go copyright that Foundation of America. These niggas starting to get the picture. It took that long. Now he go to chess play though, right? So you move the foundational on there, and then you take the black out because the black is putting everybody else in there. You trying to delineate against niggas who are partners in the black car. Yeah, they're sponsors, nigga. Nigga, they got stock in this black shit. So you can't take them out, nigga. They are board members. You feel me? They are board members. You can't delineate against them. They are board members. All right? They have ambassadors. So what do? You just cut the black out. Foundation American, nigga can't touch you. You ain't got to throw a punch. See, that's why I'm the coldest debater. I'm not finna sit here and argue and rah, and try to get you to see where I'm coming from. Because not everybody, but most of those people, it's the things that they say about them is true. They don't like you. Go have a baby with them and see if the mama like your motherfucking ass. I'm talking to these women who like that exotic dick. Yeah. Y'all like that exotic dick. You want to go Zai. You want that Zai pack. Huh? yeah, that American dick ain't good enough for you. You want the Zypat. Hey, look, I ain't knocking. You know, the Caribbean has some fine ass women, North, South, Central, and the conjoining islands. Do you hear me? Brazil, that nigga, where that Brazil nigga went? Brazil, you know, I told Judge Joe Brown, I say, man, you know, I got a little thing for them Brazilian. He said, yeah, you gonna catch something you can't get rid of. So I've been out for this shit. Now I look from afar. I don't want it. He said they can't cure it. He say he gonna have to use his CIA plug to get me to a hospital in Antarctica behind the ice wall. They the only ones that can get that shit up out you. Yeah. He said Dr. Sabi is not here, so the only niggas who got it, I would have to use a CIA plug, and they gonna take me on a private military plane and get me checked in Antarctica. That's the only one that can stop it. He said, now too many folks can jump on FBA, can jump on Foundation of American. We FBA, Foundation of Black American. Let me say this here. Who can jump on Foundation of American? Who? We are not foundational Black American, nigga. Tariq Nasheed get paid off every time y'all use foundational Black American. Tariq get paid. All right, that's the only nigga I respect as an FBA. No disrespect to y'all. We still cool. I love y'all. Gang. White folks ain't no damn foundational American, fam. Listen, y'all niggas' favorite source to pull up is the definition, 1828 definition of American. Huh? That's y'all favorite source, right? The copper-colored people of America now used by the Europeans. Europeans just got here in the 20th century. They're not in the conversation, fam. So when you use foundational Black American, what you're doing is you're saying that the white boy was here before you. Or you saying that it's a different type of American other than you. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this one, because you know I'm the biggest, baddest motherfucker. I hit the hardest. I got the best plan. I got the best fighting style. These niggas got you out here fighting. That's why the Diaspora war started in 2021. It's 2025. What the fuck is niggas still fighting for? It's not a fight. If it was a fight, nigga, I would have been in the fight. Y'all know I love to fight. It wasn't no fight. I got tapes with them Africans. Why I swole them up. I didn't have problems with them, you know. Shout out to Tariq. You know, he cracked jokes and break them down and all that. But I'm hitting them with that work and getting them off of that. So it wasn't, that's why you ain't never hear all the Indians in the, it wasn't no match. There wasn't no match for us. We not fighting 4 or 5 year wars. It don't take us that long. Not when TOPCATZ is the goddamn general on the field. It ain't gonna take us that long to whoop these niggas that ain't got a book. Half them niggas ain't went to school. Come on now, we sitting here arguing with some motherfuckers out the village who ain't never been to school. These niggas ain't got no motherfucking schools. And if they are, they going to the goddamn school that the Europeans run, the British ran, nigga. That nigga got the same curricula you got. Here you talking about. So yeah, it ain't nothing. Oh, we ran through them niggas. FBA niggas still out here punching. They winning some. I done seen them niggas get their ass whooped by them Africans. I didn't, yeah. The Indians ain't got no L's in the Diaspora wars. They go shrug. I'm talking about, we got niggas in the building that was there that squared up with these niggas. We lined them up and ran them. Nigga, they started saying, hey, yeah, see, we agree with y'all. Y'all from America, we from Africa. That's how they wanted it. Cool, bet that up. But foundational Black, we don't have to worry about arguing with no white boy. White folks know that. White folks say that Europeans. And that ain't even true. But shit, long as they ain't saying they from here. Check. So the problem, see, that's the chess move. we gonna put our foundation in America and see who want to fight for the black part. Cause see, the niggas that want to fight for the black, them niggas the problem. Why you say that, Chief? Because it's so easy. Y'all want the problem. Y'all want the fight. Y'all want the problem. When they call it race baiting, y'all want to race bait. That shit only beneficial. But in the race bait conversation, you are the victim. I'm not no victim, fam. Nigga, I'm gonna do the victim. I'm the suspect. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, nigga, I ain't the victim. Nigga, I'm the suspect. Bars, nigga, we Indians. So you put the foundation American out there. Y'all see Sanchez, Uncle George come over here. Uncle George just dropped the video. I watched it. He was talking about the boycotts and he popping it. Foundational Americans. Yeah, nigga, we foundational Americans. The black is the trick bag. I need to go find it and play. Hold on, let me go get Unc. Let me pull Unc up there and let y'all hear. This video did some numbers too. Unc going crazy over there. Fuck. What's that nigga? Nigga got like a hip hop joint. Damn, what's the name of that? My bad, y'all. I ain't had no. I still need to go to sleep. Yeah, so here we go right here. Okay, now that's urban nerd. Let me come down. Damn, I'm finna have to go to my other video and find this nigga channel. I want y'all to see this bill, but yeah, he popping it. Foundation of American, nigga. What we doing? Right? So I'm saying we done put the trick bag out there and we want to see all the niggas who want to fight for the black. Shout out to the homie, what's right with you? He said he got his book saying today, I'm not black, I'm Indian. Okay, he got the Indian Bible. The Indian Bible. Nigga got his Bible, man. You gotta read the Bible. Keep your Bible with you, man. Keep your Bible with you. So yeah. That's how we gonna see who want to fight for the. We gonna see who want to fight for the black, and then we gonna know, yeah, what side they really on. Nigga, y'all nigga getting the check from the Democrats. So that's the only niggas who pushing black excellence, excelente. Foundation American, boom, we bounce out. So it go with what we talking about today. Creek Indian citizenship. If y'all heard about it, you know this. He said, you see what Sanchez was talking about today on? Yeah, I saw that. But you know, I was cool. I didn't want, you know. Sanchez, he gonna figure it out. I say that. Cause at least the nigga studied. So yeah, I ain't too much worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't scared to go study. So he gonna figure it out. Soon as he find himself in the story, he gonna figure it out. But it's coming to him. Foundation American, yeah, it ain't got slave in it. If we talking about when they say we built this country, yeah, we ain't got it, nigga. You talking about slaves built this country, nigga? But what about the free people? It was free niggas here who had a whole lot of money. Count it for me. Bad bitches on it, water, hey, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Yeah, so everybody want to be a slave. I want to be one of the free people of color. I want to be a free Negro. Yeah, I want to be one of the niggas with all of the money. Yeah, how y'all niggas want to go be the slave, but it was niggas here who had all of the money. What we doing, nigga? I want to be a free nigga of color. This nigga Moy said I got a fitty pet. Moy, we gonna put the gloves on when I see your ass, nigga. We gonna get in them gloves, nigga. I'm about sick of your shit. We gonna get in the gloves, nigga. I'm gonna have to see what you working with, nigga. You be talking a lot of shit, nigga. Don't wear your sandals that day, nigga. You don't come out there with your open toe sandals, nigga. Have your gym shoes on, nigga. I'm gonna see what you got. Yeah, he said he still got. That's a Texas nigga. He lose the fight, he gonna try to shoot me. So but he lose the fight, he gonna try to shoot me. He a Texas nigga. He's the niggas still got it. But what's up? Anchors home 4 in the motherfucking door. Yeah. So I'm talking about, some a little that hit a little different. So we got the trap out there. If you want to stick to the black, you know the rules. If you black, that means you don't know who you are. If you black, that means you're a slave, and I need to tie you to a tree. You don't belong to nobody, and I can whip you. It's slavery is on the law books. Yeah, nigga, I'm gonna tie you to a tree, and you gonna pick cotton. Don't worry about it if you don't know how, nigga. Your ass growing fruit. You tending to the chicken coop. Goddamn right, nigga. We're gonna have you in the barn. You cleaning all the shit out the barn. You gotta bathe the horses. Goddamn right. So that's what we doing. That's what we doing with these niggas. If you black. So boom, we didn't put the trick bag out there. So y'all let us know what y'all gonna do with it. Foundational American or foundational black. If you want to continue to fight, then who are you fighting for? Because ain't no victories. We ain't, nigga, you should have been won that war. Fuck you fighting the African, a nigga who throwing rocks. Nigga throwing dirt rocks. You fighting a nigga who throwing dirt rocks at tanks. No school education. And you still ain't beat this nigga. How the hell is you still fighting this nigga after 4-5 years? Y'all, man, that shit ain't last 30, 60 days fucking with them Indians, nigga. We punched them Africans ass out so fast, they said, we agree with y'all. I got the tapes, man. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing I can't press play on. You know, I come in there looking for it. Who for it? Line them up. Who for it? And I can say this. Them Africans respected Big Chief. On my mama, nigga. Them Africans respected Chief, nigga. Chief coming that hoe. Hey, what's up, Chief? What's up? Akunde. Yeah, what's up, Akunde? Kunta and all the rest of you. What's up, Akunde? Yeah, Babaka. Yeah, them nigga fuck with Chief. So we're gonna get to this Creek situation, right? Man, it's a double side on the coin, man. It's a double-sided coin. I get to that bill. I did a bill. Let's see when this was. This was 5 years ago. Now we're gonna come down here. Britain noted that considerable majority of Indians were indifferent to fate of slavery. Yet a significant minority, the 13% who were enslaved and the 10% who owned them, nearly 1/4 of the entire population. All right. Now, right here, they speaking about the dude Brown. That Brown failed to burn down the South Great plantations because he's talking about he gonna go burn down all the plantations and all that shit. Yeah, he was popping it. He talking about he gonna arm everybody and he gonna go down there and burn down all the plantations, right? All the slaves and all of that shit. He was on some gangster shit, right? He just didn't have enough motherfuckers to ride with it. Niggas don't be having no heart. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's real niggas and fake niggas today, that's how it was back then too. You know what I'm saying? Though Brown failed to burn down the South plantation, he did galvanize. You say that, look, nigga, you know my nigga. White planters condemned Brown and listened him horror. Northern luminaries such as Emerson and Thoreau, who sang his praise by contrast. All right, and so some niggas was fucking with it, some wouldn't. But this shit here started sparking a lot of interest, and it raised conversation. After the nigga dead, you know, like they say, you're nobody until somebody kill your motherfucking ass.
Your ass.
And so after he was dead, niggas got to talk about, you know what, that nigga was on some real shit though. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas be.
That's how they gonna
you know what I'm saying? Britt noted that considerably majority of Indians were indifferent to fate of slavery, yet a significant minority, the 13% who were enslaved, and the 10% who owned them. So Indians owning Indians, right?
Check.
That's what we've been saying the whole motherfucking time.
Okay.
Nearly one entire population were deeply interested in the future of the institution. Moreover, because slave owners controlled the Creek government, the business of the nation was the business of slavery. In 1865, compilation.
Hold on, man. I don't want y'all to say, get the lights up. This different. Bro, this the rookie. This the baby. This the baby boy. This the cub. This a cub. And it was nigga 10, 20 years in the game before him. They couldn't pop it like Cuz was. This nigga a baby jumped off the porch. You know them nigga, I jumped off the porch early. Man, fam jumped off the porch and was with the business. I'm talking about bringing all of the, you talking about 5 civilized tribe history. Oh, that was me. That's all I was on when I first jumped out. Country culture and the 5 tribes, and I'm tying all the country culture to them. Oh, we gonna work.
148 Creek laws shows. So these niggas came, they finna drop some new laws. This is 65, a compilation of laws. They gonna try to say that they been wrote them, but them hoes full of shit. Now, why are we going through this right here? Because we gotta walk this shit down, right?
Where's this coming from?
Because all of that land that they took, they just took it from niggas. All of it, this is when they took it from niggas.
Bloodline over doctrine.
So when I keep saying we're gonna go back to the Civil War, homie, this what we gonna find out. A lot of this shit. The 44 of the statute dealt specifically with slavery or blacks. Okay, this when these all these racist ass laws with these lower creeks, right?
Well, we just ain't gonna put it on lower creeks. It'll put a little.
All these racist ass laws about to come with these lower creeks. They still mad
because we
niggas killed their daddy because the whole ass nigga gave the land away. All right, and so now these 2 little boys, you got Frank and you got Chili. I mean, not Frank. What's this? Daniel. You got Daniel, and then you got Chili. They mad because these niggas killed their daddy. But hold on, we gonna walk this shit down. The statutes dealt specifically with slavery or blacks. 2 of these laws were passed by the government in May 1859, a few months before Wash visited his uncle William. They had serious implications for William's family. Watch this, y'all. They first revoked the citizenship of people of Negro origin. The second
hold on, y'all following me, huh? That's the mermaid, the Bayesian persuasion. Harlem World is in the building. Unscrambled mind. Did them blues and puzzle them clues. Hold on, man, because y'all listen to this little young nigga. Mama say, Top, I ain't gonna hang. Got an early morning, but much love. Well, I'm glad she say, stay strong. She said, I'm not gonna hang, but I gotta get up early, but much love, BCU. You strong, fine at Indians. Woo! Y'all make it hard to work. God damn, y'all just gonna come in here and just throw a nigga off. Woo, y'all making it hard. Shit. Okay, well, good night to you too. She said, with y'all fine ass. Somebody said them subliminals. Subliminals. Making it hard to work. Hey, listen to him. Homie jump off the porch and come bring you the drop automatically. Nigga, fresh out the womb, nigga on nigga first day out type of shit. And come bring that drop. Check it out. Let's talk. See, this is what I was saying, and I say no disrespect.
but I don't hear no Indian history. So this the time. Let me did these blues. And I probably ain't have but like 50, 60 niggas in the motherfucking chat listening. I don't know what else. I don't know what y'all were listening to, but I know what your ass should have been listening to.
That the children of the Creek women by Negro men that were not of more than half Negro shall be considered bona fide members of the Creek Nation, where the children or the fathers to be no more than half Negro. These laws, in some ways, the Creek Nation on Dred Scott case. These laws, in some ways, were the Creek Nation's own Dred Scott case. Y'all familiar with the Dred Scott case, right? If not, their famous was a shocking decision handed down by the U.S. Supreme Court in March 1857, which did what? It denied that African Americans were or could never be, could ever become citizens of the United States. The Scott case, originated in nearby Missouri, challenged the fundamental American tenet of the universal citizenship. Likewise, the 1859 Creek violated deeply held notions of community and membership that laid the foundation of the Muskogee Society. By revoking the citizenship of Creek Negro origin, hold on, my bad, y'all.
Junior, what Junior?
Origin, the first.
Man, I'm mad, man. Now, damn. Man, I probably ain't gonna be able to come out there. What's the dates? Mort, I don't see Junior. Junior, Morton say you going to Vegas. Man, yesterday, my uncle, he bought a ticket to the Crawford Canelo fight. So he trying to get me to go out there with him. But I'm trying to see the dates because I think the dates for Vegas, I gotta go. I'm gonna be in London. I'm in the UK. Damn. Man, I done told Corey, I'm like, hey, we going. But yeah, I gotta see the dates again because I think if it's the same date or the date that I had in my head that I thought it was, I might be in what's called them. Yeah. But we should have went for Crawford Canelo though. We should have been in Vegas for Crawford Canelo.
First law denied clans the right to adopt black members in the past. Indeed, for as long as anyone could remember, clans had been ultimate arbiters of community membership. Each clan had the authority to adopt the person it wanted. Once adopted, that person was considerably creeped by
now
all
members of the community.
But now, according to the first 1859 laws, the power of clans circumscribed in the name of racial stratification, people of Negro origin were no longer citizens. The second law, that was in the first law. The second law.
So the first law, Negro origin were no longer citizens. Y'all walking with us, right? Come on now.
Was equally revolutionary Muskogee society traditional matrilineal, meaning that the Creeks, same shit you niggas do still, trace their descendants through their mother. Consequently, children of Creek women belong to Creek clans, no matter the origin of the father. And, okay, this how them hoes got in. And when they got in, now they done turned it around on your ass. And they the mixed babies and shit who started breeding white, which was the only way that you could be considered a white or get that status down in the South. All right, which they had to make a decision. They had to make a decision in the and this was around the early 1800s when they made that decision, and later denounced the Underground Railroad, right? Why? Because they were slave owners. That's when they first came to them with this. But they had been mixing since the 1780s. All right, now we're gonna come right here. Watch this here. The custom displaying a large number of Creeks European ancestry in the 19th century. These white Creeks were the offspring of Creek women and European fathers. Run it back, because this is what a nigga been saying the whole time. These white Creeks were the offspring of Creek women and European fathers. So what, you niggas ain't never know it was white Creeks? These white Creeks were the offspring of Creek women and European fathers. The second 1859 law violated this tradition by making kinship partially determined by race. Blacks could now become Creeks only when they are the children of Muskogee women and not more than half of a quarter African.
depending on how the statute ambiguous wording is understood. After 1859, William and Judah children were legally engineered in the land of their birth. It is unlikely that 1859 laws had direct effect on William and Judah family. Check this shit out. The absence of state bureaucracy and the indifference jumped on of most Creeks towards slavery made the laws unenforced.
That's why PowerPoints became important. He said that bitch jumped on me. That's why the nigga PowerPointed up. So you can always have it. You can always have it on. You ain't gotta tell the nigga, let me run to the house. You ain't gotta pop the trunk. Yeah, you ain't gotta go run and pop the trunk. Nigga, have that bitch on you.
One politician recalls the laws were not printed even down after. Watch this here. One politician recalled that the laws were not printed or even written down until after the Civil War. Okay, so all of this shit here that they saying now, you got motherfuckers saying that, nigga, that shit ain't come into play until after the Civil War.
Right.
They ain't write that shit down until after the
right,
Civil War.
Cause we whooping their ass.
Now watch this here, cause I keep telling you niggas, after the Civil War, nigga, it was damn near over with. Damn near over with for niggas. You know what I'm saying? All right. The decision reflects the conviction of the fields of the wealthiest, most powerful, and best educated men in the nation. Similar convictions and fields were tearing at the social fabric of the United States. Abraham Lincoln, 1860 campaign for the presidency of the prospect of slavery, misled white.
Misled white.
Hold on, we finna move on. We finna move on. I just want to give y'all a picture of what they had going on back then.
And that's for
60, a member of the Pyramid family who was widely known to be part African became engaged in the Miss Garrison and white woman who worked with one of the
daughters. The hijack
niggas started imposing racial hierarchy on the whole what's called.
So basically, right here, they say that this ineffective attempt part of the Creek planners to impose racial hierarchy on the nation. So you got a upper class, right? You got a upper class who feel like they gonna make the decisions for everybody because they have the relationship with the U.S. politicians. So they could not easily ignore the remaining laws. One stated that all free Negroes had to do what? Choose an owner by March the 10th, or else be sold by the Creek Nation to the highest bidder. Accompanying laws attempted to mitigate an excessive of the act and perhaps to encourage compliance. Free blacks put into slavery could be held in bondage for only 12 months. Listen to it. This these laws. This, man, let me skip up. I think that shit's somewhere on the platinum pack. Y'all can catch it over there. I can't. We ain't gonna be here that day.
Moreover, nearly all Creek national investment deposits from land cessions over the years were invested in Southern state bonds. All right. The Creek Declaration of Independence from the United States also gave the nation the opportunity to reappropriate some of sovereignty, goddamn, prerogatives of sovereignty that it had lost over the years of the federal government. And
they lost it in the 30s because they went under the Reorganization Act. So that organized the whole play. Now their government is not set up as an indigenous nation. It is set up to run and model after the U.S. government. And so now your politicians, now you have to be voted in, which means they can put whoever in place that they want that's working for them. Let's walk.
Additional considerable led to the Creek Alliance with
goddamn rookie out here, MVP. This nigga out here balling. Fresh out of high school, nigga went to the pros, nigga. MVP, best nigga in the league.
Confederacy. Most Creek politicians believe deeply in the cause of slavery. All right. In 1937, Jim Tom, a former slave, summarized the situation in Indian Territory at the time of the Civil War. The Indian. All right. So you had a dude named Jim Tom. He summarized what was taking place in Indian territory in Civil War. He said the Indians really didn't want to fight on either side. So see, that's the story about niggas being neutral and we saying we ain't had nothing to do with it. But when it comes to your front door, you got to get busy. So he said they came from the South to this country, and some of them were owned slaves. Though Creeks never shared their identity as Indians, they were Southerners. And he said over a previous century, they had come to share many of the South. Really didn't want to fight on Creek security was shut. He said they damn, did I pass it up? I gotta get that. Hold on, I gotta get that for the context. Okay, so he said they never shared their identity, and over previous century, they had shared the South and race. They had shared the South. Boom. Let me go. Where you went? God damn, Chief. So they recalled the Creek planters many $1,000s buying slaves in New Orleans during the war of Stidham and transported the slaves across the border into Texas, weighing about 6,000 acres in Texarkana. All right. You had a wealthy Creek slave owner in the South. He invested $1,000 in gold in Confederate states. He rose to the rank of lieutenant in the Confederate Army. Abraham Foster did the same, purchasing 1,300 in Confederate state bonds. All right, hold on, they gonna lock the board up. So after the Creek Nation signed the treaty with the Confederacy, Grayson, Katie, and the children, Judah and them, watch this here. The Southern Muskogee soon organized a regiment of soldiers commanded by Daniel McIntosh. He said no Black Creek could afford to ignore the fighting. Later, a second regiment was formed, commanded by Daniel half-brother, Chili McIntosh. And these niggas, they mixed, but they niggas. With no threat of northern aggression, the troops turned the local population, terrorizing those who refused to support the cause. So like the homie say, the Indians wanted to stay out of it. The Masons, Albert Pike and them, he came down, got money that was owed to the tribes. I think it was $2 million that was owed from an old play that they had. So boom, he went and got that. And then he got them out of the jurisdiction of the United States, brought them into the jurisdiction of the Confederate. They forged some of the Creek chiefs' names. After they did that, they attacked the Creek neighborhoods who did not want to participate. It was a get down and lay down plan. I'm just walking people through, taking it back. So when we bounce up to where we at now today, and a lot of the shit I'm saying right now, the niggas that's, out there with the Creek Freedmen and all that, they don't know nothing about this shit. Even though it's about them. They on some African slave trade shit. So, like he said, no Black Creek could afford to ignore the fight. Daniel said no Black Creek. I thought it wasn't no Black Creeks. He said, if you a nigga, homie, you finna get down with me. What we doing? These was niggas too. Their sister was the richest woman in Texas. All right, let's walk it down. Now remember, these two brothers are upset with another group of Creeks who are niggas because they people them killed their dad for signing the treaty. Now that treaty was double back. They had to, you know, get a land back, but you know that family was compensated, and they did relocate into Oklahoma. And so this is where we get in this conversation. This is how they get there. All right, we understood on that bet. So he said he pushing through. He got the backing of the Confederate, and so he's saying if you a nigga, you ain't got no choice but to fight, or we running through you. So they thought. So they started terrorizing those who didn't support the cause, especially singling out Black Creeks. But see, niggas are saying ain't no Black Creeks. Creeks wasn't black. Joe Fife lived 3 miles north. In October 61, McIntosh regiment robbing and murdering the loyal Negroes of the nation. So it's Negroes in the nation. The nation is a Negro nation. So they started robbing these niggas. Tell me that ain't no niggas. You want to beat a nigga up and then you knock him out, then you gonna do what? Go in his pockets. If you knock a nigga out, you gonna do what? You gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna run you. Pull your pants off, everything, nigga. I ain't got, now I'm just gonna pull your pants off and take the whole pants, nigga. Car keys, cell phone, outlet, nigga. Use a hoe, nigga. Bow, go to sleep. Yeah, fuck over them. Only a nigga, these nigga tactics. He said, Urban say, and Grayson is one of the remaining colored towns in OK Indian Territory, Oklahoma Indian Territory. Let's walk. So they pushed down the regiment and they forced him to flee. Numerous other Black Creeks told similar stories. You had a dude named Gilbert Lewis. Baby TOPCATZ with them hands. No, I like him. Gilbert, he lived 10 of Judas and Grayson, Oklahoma. One, you know, not just Tulsa, you got others. Grayson is one of those. So the Confederate Creeks would not allow Negroes to remain at home in possession of their property. He said they were being killed because they were not in sympathy with the Southern Rebellion. Fife and Lewis were slaves at the time, but free blacks such as Thomas Bruner came under attack as well. Confederate Creeks imprisoned Bruner and would have sent him south into slavery had he not escaped. With William's recent death in 1860, Judah, Billy, Emma, they the children they felt vulnerable to the raids and kidnappings aimed at Black Creeks. All right, they along with hundreds of other Black Muskogees, they remained in the nation, unwilling to abandon their lands. I think you can stop there, Chief. I mean, if they want it, it's called Supreme Court Rules, East Oklahoma Indian Territory to Native Americans. Yeah, that's a baby putting that. Yeah, boy, they got them things. Pop, 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 pop. Get out, pop, 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 pop. What we doing? So, yeah, we've been trying to, get an understanding on this. All right, let's walk it down here. Umar, get off my screen, man. We ain't on that right now. We're on Indian time. We're on Indian time right now, man. So let's go here first.
Nation in Oklahoma could soon get thousands more members.
Muskogee Creek Nation's Supreme Court ruled this week that the nation must enroll descendants of freedmen, the slaves of that tribe.
KOCO's Dakota Wapakichi has been digging into this. He joins us live in the newsroom now. Dakota, this argument goes back over 100 years.
It has, and it's a big deal to many that they may finally be able to enroll in the Muskogee Creek Nation, all while the nation is scrambling to find out what this could really mean for its large citizenship in the nation. This is Rhonda Grayson, a descendant of a Muskogee Creek slave called.
Hold on, y'all. Cause the Graysons, the Graysons are in the building. Fam, when I pulled that up, I didn't know what part I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I just knew I did a build on it. I didn't know the Graysons was gonna come up in there. And then Urban, Popeye, you know, here Indian territory, Urban, Popeye, and bring up Grayson, which was Indian town, nigger town, where it go down, the Graysons. Then we pop out and come over here. Guess who pop up on the screen? The Graysons. God damn, so the Graysons in the building. Let me find out we kinfolk. Somebody talking to me. Because I wasn't going to come do this, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll tell y'all later. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Trees earlier. I say, man, I want to do something on this, but I got some problems with it. And I don't want to openly say it to the people. Am I wrong for that? And, you know, I decided not to share what I see wrong with it. You know, I don't want to pull my dick out and piss on nobody's parade. But it's some shit that I see wrong with it. All right, let's walk.
Freedmen. She says the slaves of the Muskogee Creeks were family with the tribal people.
Although the nation owned enslaved people of African descent, they worked together.
And in 1866, the United States and Muskogee Creek people entered into a treaty that the Creek's freedmen were to be given citizenship. But today, Grayson and many others aren't enrolled, even though they're descendants of freedmen.
Well, it was amazing that we would even have to go through this.
Grayson and another descendant won a lawsuit inside the Muskogee Creek Nation Supreme Court this week.
We stood on the shoulders of our ancestors.
This is one of Oklahoma's largest tribal nations, and they offer commerce, human services, health, and many, many other services. But Grayson says thousands more could be enrolling thanks to the new ruling.
It's not even about the benefits or anything perceived that you can gain from tribal enrollment.
Hey, hold on. We ain't gonna do that, fam. We not finna first thing come out our mouth is about money. We not finna do that. See, this is what this is why I say it might not be good for me to touch this topic. We not finna come out here and just talk about the money, bro. It's niggas really fought and died for this shit, bro. Niggas, even the people that tried to stay out the way, fam, were attacked for that. And a lot of people lost land and property, bro. Like, it's some real shit went down back then. We not finna come make this about a check. You know, man, it's so many things that I can say. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do that, bro. But first thing come out your mouth shouldn't be about no money, no benefits. And even if it was, it don't matter, fam. Are we owe something or not? Yes. And the answer to that is yes. So it ain't nobody no big eyes and little U's in this situation, because what you went through ain't no different than what others went through. So y'all niggas ain't finna come out here and control the narrative. I'm not talking to you, mama. I don't know you, sweetheart, but I'm just saying, I looked at the shit and I already see what these niggas finna try to do. So, as they say, a lot of more members might be coming in. Let's ask the question, do niggas really want other niggas to come in? You know, niggas want to be the only nigga that live in the white neighborhood. Y'all know them type, right? I'm the only nigga in my neighborhood. Yo, on what that nigga Uncle Elroy say? He was living in what he say? He the only nigga in the neighborhood. Yeah.
It's about reclaiming our birthright.
As for the Muskogee Nation, their principal chief says they're hearing from the people.
Many of our citizens are upset with this ruling, and many of our citizens are.
Oh, hold on, y'all. They mad. They citizens hot, hotter than fish grease.
Many of our citizens are upset with this ruling, and many of our citizens are happy.
And he says,
boy, them natives mad. They been on there arguing with you niggas on TikTok. Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga. He the only nigga in Rancho Cucamonga. Boy, they say they are not happy. These niggas say we been arguing with these niggas on TikTok, Twitter, Clubhouse, Instagrams. Them hoes say they finna get together and file a class action lawsuit on us for claiming this. And boom, they wake up the next day, niggas gotta be citizens. They upset. Now, what the niggas ought to do is, cause you know the white folks got a saying, and this go back to the only nigga in the neighborhood shit, right? White folk got a saying. Once you let one move in, hold on, let me check y'all nigga card. What white folks say about the neighborhood? Once you let one black family in, what happens? What the white folks say? After you let one black family in, what happens? We gonna wait, goddamn. Jump on that like button while y'all thinking of the answer. There go one of Urban say, you let one in, there goes the neighborhood. Why they say there go why do they say there goes the neighborhood? Westside Hunter say, cause here we all come. You let one in, they all gonna be in there hole. So no matter what the numbers say, 300 million, 400 million YTs in this country, and there's only 40 of us. It's been that way since shit. We never went over 40. We got the 40 and just stop fucking. And I know y'all hiding the twat. Y'all a little too hiding the twat. Yeah. So yeah, come one, come out. It's our shit now, nigga. And we like to hang out at the park, so ain't no family day, ain't no coming out there with the pool. Yeah, we barbecuing. That is marijuana that you smell. Yes, we are. That is my intoxicated uncle that came over here and spoke to y'all, and he cussing. And yeah, them little kids over there in the corner, we watching them. We can see them. Yeah, they cuss too. Fuck you, bitch. Punk ass motherfucker, I kick it. Yeah. That's what's going on. So many of the citizens aren't happy. Many of the citizens aren't happy. Cause boy, you let one nigga in, all don't come in. But let me tell you something though. Hold on though. Cause we can't put too much faith in these motherfuckers, right? Because see, in these other nations, it's all about the numbers. How many you have? Now, the only reason why they let them in is because they're owed a check that they haven't been able to get their hands on. Why they ain't been able to get their hands on it? As we just went through a little of the history around the time of the Civil War leading up to the 1866 treaty. What happened? Nigga, those people that we're talking about, they won the Civil War. They were the people identified as the Creek, as we keep saying. Niggas who still, when running from the Confederate, they stood on their business and remained in the nation. You ain't running me off the block. Let's talk about it. So when it was signed, what is owed to them. It's owed to us and many others who going under these identities as Islam, Moor, FBA, Black, Pan-African, Nubian, and etc. It's owed to them. But see, you didn't went and adopted a name, took a name that another grown-ass man created. A nigga you met on the internet created, or a nigga handed you a brochure, tapped you on your shoulder, nigga knocked on your door like a Jehovah's Witness. However you got mentally enslaved. Yeah, fuck the indoctrination. I'm an A-read, nigga. I want to cut deep. I want to cut deep. Yeah, I want to cut deep. So, yeah, we're going to call it what it is. When you was mentally enslaved, when a nigga put chains on your mind and took you off your square, this is owed to those people. So they only let them in so they can get the bag, but they ain't happy. You got a problem. What's the problem? Damn. A lot of niggas that's running around here are actual the Muskogee Creek. They are the real ones. So let's say if this happened, let's say if these were some good-hearted people really looking in the interest for Creek Indian descendants, right? We know they got the 501c3. Me and Treese called down there back in 2020, and we asked, how can we help? Motherfuckers say, look, that they are with NAACP, Sheila Jackson, and if we want to contribute, we can hit the PayPal.com/@me or hit the cash out. Umar voice. Then they said they ain't want our help unless it was monetary, because they cool with the NAACP, Sheila Jackson. Said that. That hurt my feelings. Yeah, nigga, broke my heart. No laughing. Nah, I'm serious. That shit broke my heart, bro. You gotta deal. That was 2020. That's the baby chick. That baby TOPCATZ. Like, I'm in love with my people, you know. And then when I say, okay, they on my people on some nigga shit, you know, hey, nigga, I am from the gutter. Like, yeah, nigga, I gotta revert back to my survival skills. Fucking with these nigga, I gotta navigate how you navigate around a nigga with a nigga. So I said, okay, now I know what's going on. But at this time, I came out here can we all get along? Let's love each other. Yeah, I'm trying to love on y'all. These niggas on nigga time, so I gotta protect my heart and I gotta protect myself. Yeah, shit. So, and it's gonna be hard to out nigga me. So come on with the nigga shit. So I hung the phone up that day. I said, I see what type of time they on. So boom, we bounce off. We here today. They say they upset. Now, if these people heart is in the right place and they are looking for, you know, remedy or what has you, then they would hold the government to it. For one, slavery. For two, I would set up something to bring in set up an organization that would bring in, that go find me every Muskogee Creek descendant. I was set up like Doge. Y'all know how Doge set. I will set up a Doge commission to go find me every Muskogee Creek nigga descendant, and nigga we'll get a whole call. Yeah, we got a calling center. We mailing shit. We knocking on doors. This when you start breaking it down into chapters, and I will go look for all of the descendants. Let me tell you something, because when you bring them in, we finna go get all these niggas, and guess what's gonna happen? The niggas are going to outnumber them. They easily give it a year, especially with the conversation and the Indians running the, you know, this shit here is what's popping right now. I will go find all. I said I wouldn't even leave it on the people because they lost. They psychologically enslaved. So you have to be responsible enough, nigga. You got to think in the governmental mindset now. You got to think in the governmental mindset now. I'm finna set up a task force to go find all of the descendants. That's what we doing. Then we finna overrun this bitch. It's gonna be 4 of us to every one of them. So now, because you're a citizen, right? Now, when it's time to vote, election time come around, it's 4-1. They back with the same problem that they had. It's too many of us, especially Creeks. But that's only if these people standing here are really on our side, because it can easily be done. And let me tell you something. If I know this, then they know it. If I know this, then they know it. Waldo say they never have enrolled all Muskogee Nation members. That's a fact. Waldo, I'll bring you on if you want to talk a little about it. If you got a little something on this topic right here. I know you down there and have been following this for some time now. So just let me know if you got some drop on this, and what's your thoughts on this situation? This nigga right here got Ben Crump numbers. He like a Ben Crump. This nigga that took so many L's. He the nigga that lost the Tulsa, Oklahoma. You got the government coming out saying that it happened. He go in there with all that evidence and still lose the case. This nigga ain't nothing but the Indian Ben Crump. Check. Nigga record is horrible. How in the hell did you still getting the job? Unless you with them people. I don't know. Is he on our side or is he on their side? I know looking at his record, that nigga there shouldn't have 1 star. If it was a 5-star rating, that nigga should have a half of a star. That's what I will tell you. That nigga, boy, yeah, you look on Yelp, that nigga, boy, they say they don't clean the ice machine, the floor dirty, the table ain't been wiped. Oh, they ain't sweeping in the goddamn motherfucker. I found the fly in my food. They got hair in the rice. Yeah. It took an hour for them to bring out, the motherfucking food. Took 20 minutes for the waiter to even come to the table. Yeah, that nigga, the Indian Ben Crump, that nigga record is horrible. I ain't never been to the playoffs. Never been to the playoffs.
When I was born in 1976, I was born a Creek citizen. And as of yesterday, July 23rd, 2025, pursuant to the Muskogee Creek Nation's historic decision and order, I and all other Black Creeks are now Creek citizens once again.
Yay! Boulay!
So this is just one of the greatest days, starting yesterday, the greatest times of our lives. I'm so proud to stand here with some of our clients, Jeff Kennedy and Rhonda Grayson, who's on the screen. Rhonda's in South Carolina, but she had to be.
Kennedy and Grayson, huh? I got some history on the Kennedy Creeks. Yeah. See, I hear names and shit. Like when we talking about the Cherokees and all that, and then the lady that's over the Cherokee started work for the government, 38 years, retired, started a 501c3, started running the creek in the Freedmen. Say she can't get a genealogy past 1870, but when you look in that same surname, that family was the largest owner of Cherokee slaves. Maybe that's why we can't get past 1870. I ain't putting nothing on you allegedly, but I'm saying we're seeing these people in place. And a lot of them last name families had more slaves than a little bit. So let's talk about that walk.
And some of my co-counsels.
I'm not saying it was them. I don't know. Maybe it was some other Kennedys. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, I know some niggas that had, there was some Kennedys in the creek. Everybody, they might have been doing a little fucking, so ain't no telling.
At the Bass Law Firm. Another one of our clients, Ron Graham.
Allegedly. There you go, Shrew. Allegedly.
Elected officials who've been standing with us, State Senator Regina Goodwin and State Representative Ronnie Stewart. And we're just so happy. This has been a very, very long, difficult journey for so many. And there's so many people that's been involved in this fight.
Hey, who the king of the creeks? Ridge, brother Red Matted, the real king of the creeks. Damn, nigga, that's a bold statement to make. My dear brother, king of the creeks. Hold on. I'm finna drop the link. We finna get some Indians up here to talk about this. We finna get them Indian Jones up here to talk about this. Hold on, I'm finna drop the link. King of the Creeks. I want you to hit the link, fam. Where is that? It's another sister in here. Waldo say, let's talk about it. I saw a sister say she was Creek. Okay, there we go. Sovereignty. My great grandma was Creek. Okay, so it's a lot of people here. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of Creeks in the building. They go assemble the Creek Lewis. All right. Hold on, let me get pulled up over here. And let's get cracking. Let's get the panel jumping. While we doing that, we'll let him finish talking.
Over the last almost 46 years, in 1979, October of 1979, the Creek Nation stripped the citizenship of those who were called Creek Freedmen and Creek Freedmen descendants. And ever since that day, people have been fighting, pushing, agitating, advocating to try to get their citizenship back. And one of those individuals was my grandmother, Johnny Mae also.
Hold on. Boom. Hey, y'all get the likes up while we doing that. Get the likes up. Appreciate the love and the cash up. Appreciate that love and the cash up. Y'all get the likes up, though. Share the video out. Boulay. Boulay. I believe I can fly. Nigga, come join the tribe. And I'ma cuss your ass out. Cause you niggas want some money and think y'all gonna get a slice of this pie. When you ain't done nothing, you ain't fought for this. We fought for this. My 5-0, we fought for this. You ain't, who you think you is? You ain't nobody. You ain't did nothing. Let's see, are they gonna play? Yeah, they say they've been discriminated against by these other Creeks. They say they have been racially by these Creeks. Now let's see if they gonna turn into the colonizer on these other Creeks. Let's see if they gonna turn into the colonizer on these other Creeks out here who now gonna want their birthright. All right, we got Waldo in the building. Hey, the link down there where the king of the Creeks. Pull up, fam. Hit the link. Turn up. What you got for a Waldo? What's your thoughts on this here? Is Oklahoma?
What's going on, how everybody living?
Oh, man. Every day above ground, a good day, OG.
Yeah, you got something in the background. I'm kind of catching a little delay on you, baby.
All right, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. I say, shit, every day above ground is a good day. But is
Damn
Oklahoma
right,
buzzing right now? Is this topic big in Oklahoma or is it still under the rug?
Yeah. I'm going to take off, TOPCATZ. You can just catch me running.
You can't hear me? What you say? You say you had to leave?
No, I'm right here, man. I got a delay going on, baby. Hold on. Let me hold on. Give me just a second. I know what's going on.
Okay, okay.
No,
Hey,
I ain't.
for y'all in the building, try to go out and come back in. I'm gonna drop the link
I know
again.
what.
See if that
I know
works.
what. Hold on.
Okay,
Give me a minute.
okay. All right. All right, y'all down. I wanted King of the Creek to come up, but it's all love. But niggas say slime in the ice machine. Nah, but we're gonna see if they're gonna do the right thing.
2019. She was one of our named plaintiffs of our litigation in 2018 that started this journey. And I so wish she could be here today.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But I feel like she's here with me and all of us and so many others.
All right.
These skies.
All right, he back. We can hear you
I'm
now.
back, man. Check it out, man. They went under the Article 2 African. The problem with me.
I knew they was gonna do it. It's damn near like they ain't have a choice. It's like
No, they got a choice. But see, if you go back and read, wait a minute. If you go back and read the 1866 treaty and the 1870 treaty, you will see that the freedmen are listed specifically under Article 4 of both of those treaties. They're mentioned by name. They're not no unknown as African under Article 2. See what I'm saying? So they went in under a false identity.
See, this
which
why
also
I'm glad OG came, because I was talking to the sister Trish earlier. I say, man, I don't want to go out there and say that because I don't want to sound like a ran in the parade, but we do got to tell the truth. And so they took the African route when the Indian route was there for them to take. So I didn't want to say it, but OG in here, and he
it was the African route that got them kicked out. They was tribal members. They was tribal members until they started saying that they was African Americans. The tribe don't know who the African is. They don't have a clue on no Africans until they stood up and decided to make themselves the Africans, put them under Article 2
hold on,
instead of under Article 4.
Hold on, OG. You gotta say it again. You say the tribe don't know who the African is, but who put this? But so them niggas went in there and put themselves under the African.
Right. There is no African role in the Creek Nation. They don't even have a complete role of the Creek Nation. Creek Nation never gave them their role. Never. The only role they have for the Creek Nation is the Dunn role. If you start talking about Dunn role, then you got to start talking about South Kansas.
Yeah, then they don't
and
want to
that's
talk.
the part of history. That's the history that they don't want to talk about. Is that history out of Southern Kansas?
They want to talk about it, but we would.
No, it's not even that serious. The reason why I want to talk about it is because on the Article 4 of the 1870 treaty and Article 4 of the 1866 treaty, you'll see that the people made a claim against the United States for the destruction of their property that were not paid for. Those claims are still outstanding debts that have never been paid. They paid half. And they still owe half. My grandmother, they only paid her half of the claim that she made against the United States for the losses they took at the start of the Civil War. Remember that book? Blood of Trail on Ice?
Oh,
the Trail on Ice?
Right on.
Yeah.
Kansas.
That's the history that they leaving out. See, the people that was in southern Kansas is actually the people that they wrote the 1866 treaty for. The ones that sided with the Confederacy, they didn't have no treaty after they sided with the Confederacy.
Right.
They broke the treaty.
Was upset with them. They had
every treaty,
the U.S.
Every treaty that they ever wrote and had a provision in there about them not taking up arms against the federal government. The 5 tribes took up arms against the federal government when they sided with the South. And then we're not going to talk about Stan Wade going into Arkansas and just disgracing himself on the battlefield. So much so that Albert Pike pulled away from him.
You talking about what's called him too? For the Cherokee.
Yeah, that's Stan Wade.
Yeah, and
he was
Albert Pike went out there to Arkansas too, and the niggas he was with, they scalped him, so he got charged on war crimes for that.
Yep. They disgraced themselves on the battlefield. They didn't have that 1866 treaty, never was for them. Just like the 1870 treaty was never for them. Now you hear everybody talking about the 1866 treaty. Don't nobody talk about that 1870 treaty. The 1870 treaty is where they actually, the federal government agreed that they owed them people some money. They G'd on that. But they just throw that history in the trash can to be some unknown named as African. That nobody knows who these people are. See, if you go back to the 1800s, you would have people coming from the old South coming into Oklahoma. And when they came in our neighborhoods, we called them state Negroes. Them is the ones that's under Article 2. These niggas done pushed them completely out of range and put themselves in their place. And they don't understand how weak a position they put themselves in. And I'll stand on that. It's not Article 2 for me, baby. It's Article 4 all the way. And I want my daggone money that y'all still owe me.
And watch this here, OG, because now they you notice they still haven't dropped the Freedmen off they title. They still going as the Muscogee Creek Freedmen Band. What you think about that?
You know what I think about that? I'm gonna be honest too. The Freedmen had another category. They wasn't just freedmen. They was called by blood freedmen. See what I'm saying? Now, if you go look at the way their constitution was structured right now, it says by blood members of the tribe. Now, I can show you on my paperwork where it says that I'm a by blood freedman, and I can show you my enrollment cards that say my citizenship was certified. This they did, man. They did wrong.
Pass it up because that's deep. Tell them why yours is certified.
Well, you know, at the time, because the Creek Nation didn't want to give the United States, in the form of the Dawes Commission, the role of the tribal members, the United States took it upon themselves to start enrolling tribal members. And in answer to that, the Creek Nation formed what they called the Committee of 18. The Committee of 18's job was to pass on who was a citizen and who wasn't. If you were a Creek citizen, on your card, your enrollment card for the Dawes Act, which is what it is, it has your citizenship certified stamped on there. So it says certified citizen. So now we went from the Dawes allotment period from being certified citizens being an unknown African. You see what I'm saying? Just because somebody decided to tell them that they was Africans instead of the Indians that they really were. If you go look at what the Dawes Commission said when they came through Oklahoma, they said when they ran up on the niggas, they all dressed like Indians, they all ate like Indians, they all had Indian customs, and they all spoke the native language.
Facts.
When they came in here to look for Indians, because you know it's like a tourist attraction after a while, they didn't find no Indians until they got to us.
And they
then they started finding them.
And they said 90% of them can read, write, and do arithmetics.
Yes, because we had the best schools in Indian Territory. We had the best schools. See, even my uncle sat on the Supreme Court of the nation. I had uncles that was town kings that were actually sitting on the in the House of Kings, and I had other uncles that sat in the House of Warriors. We participated in the whole thing. My great uncle Ned McIntosh told these crazy people in Muskogee, if y'all take this allotment deal, y'all gonna be vagabonds in your own land. He was right.
Warned them.
He was right as well.
Warned them
and
for
nobody
these type of people to come. That's here today.
Yeah. Well, if you go and look at the census from that time period, you will see that the white folks and the state Negroes outnumbered the tribal members almost 5-1. Then after they closed off the roads and disbanded the tribes in 1907 when Oklahoma became a state, because they opened the roads back up in 1914 to catch the kids. Those are the ones you see that have an NB with a number behind it, newborn number. Then they disbanded the tribes. The tribes were no longer in effect until 1924 with the Indian Child Welfare Act, and then they reorganized the tribes.
Right, in
Stop.
34.
Wait a minute. If you reorganize something,
it's not the
that
same.
does not make that that's not the same as a tribe. That's an
Right.
organization. It's like a private club.
It's a charter corporation, what they call it.
Yes, and that's what these crazy people signed up for. But they signed up as Africans, which completely erases their Indian heritage and their Indian ancestry.
Yeah.
See, all that just got thrown out the window just because we want to be an unknown ass African. I don't get it.
But watch this, OG. Now, them working with the NAACP and organizations like that who push this type of thing, do you think this was the deal? Because these people who are speaking for them have been the same. Remember, he lost the Tulsa, Oklahoma case, last survivors.
Yep. That's that Simmons boy. That's Cal Tom's. That's Cal Tom's grandson. That man was probably rolling over in his grave listening to what that boy is saying, man.
Nah, for real.
He didn't go through life calling himself an African Creek.
Not at all.
They was just Muskogee people. All this here other mess come in after 1979. And like I said, that because they started calling themselves Africans.
We got to let them know that 1979 is when they reconstituted their constitution.
They rewrote their constitution and wrote out the freedmen.
The niggas,
the by-blood freedmen and the regular freedmen. But they don't know nothing about no African in these tribes. You can go to that chief that you got that little clip of, and you can ask him who's the African and where's the documentation. And he can't produce neither one. Until these people stood up and decided that they would be the African with no interest in the land. Remember that statement, no interest in the land. That means the Creek Nation can legally go back and take their patent deeds from them because they didn't have no interest in the land to begin with. Now
and they got 160 acres, OG, in their treaty. They got 160 acres, and they had no one governing over them. Yep. They were governing over themselves. That's why I be telling them, I say, bro, when the U.S. gave them that land, they didn't give they didn't have a government over them. They were their own people.
That's right, because the government
built them towns on their own. They were governing.
Hold on. Them towns was there long before we even got to the 1866 treaty.
A lot of them moved into those areas, though.
Yep, because see, you had Arkansas, you had North Fork, and you had Canadian, which was the three largest towns in the Creek Nation, and those were our towns.
Right.
We were the ones that was running this shit.
And they came back and gave them that land. When was this, like 4 or 5 years ago? Remember through that case they got that
you can't give back Canadian Color Town because the Canadian is up under Lake Eufaula right now.
No, I'm saying, remember they came in Oklahoma and gave all that land to the Indians, in like 2020, 2021 in Oklahoma.
Yeah, yeah. That was behind that Murphy case.
Right.
When they returned Indian territory back to the Indians, but
yeah,
they couldn't.
Was our shit though.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but here's the problem: Creek Nation kicked out the people who actually owned the land. So now the Creek Nation couldn't get their hands on that land because the people who owned the land were no longer tribal members. Still had the patent deeds. The patent deeds follow the heirs and the signs forever. Huh? But they wanted jurisdiction. See, they can't get jurisdiction without having the land to have jurisdiction over.
Talk to them.
So they use this to regain their jurisdiction. But in the process of regaining the jurisdiction, the way these people did it, they did it under the no interest in the land clause. I don't know why that's just going over everybody's head. If you ain't got no interest in the land, why you got a patent deed? Why are you getting a allotment if you didn't have no interest in the land?
And then your grandpa signed it. Your grandpa got an allotment, nigga.
Hell yeah. Hell, I got
an allotment.
I got 7 allotments out of my family on the Creek side alone. And I got 4 more on the Seminole side alone. See what I'm saying? Right. 7 patent deeds at 160 acres plus. 3 patent deeds at 160 acres plus one of them had an extra 200 tied onto the top of that. See, and these people in their ultimate intelligence just gonna throw all that shit in the trash can, so they can forever be African slaves to these people that never had slaves.
But
don't go look at what was happening to the Creeks when they was in Alabama in 1820. Fuckers was starving to death, man, walking down the street begging for food, raggedy. How they gonna have slaves and they can't even produce food for them to eat? They had no land. The United States and them other folks had taken it all from them. Told them, if you come off this little piece of land we do let you live on, we gonna put some holes in your ass and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. But you tell me these people had slaves. Better hush with that nonsense. Ain't no slave markets in Oklahoma. Where they would have got an African from?
You feel me? Ain't no water coming through that motherfucker. You bring a boat African.
Thank you. Thank you. You couldn't even come in Oklahoma. That's what Bass Reeves and the United States government was doing. They was trying to keep people out.
Exactly. Them posts, what they call military posts. That was lawless.
Oklahoma to this day is surrounded by military bases. Go look at the map.
Yeah, that's
Indian territory is surrounded.
All laws, meaning no laws in the land. No laws in the land.
Nothing federal law.
Them niggas in there, because if they would have came in there, they were gonna smoke their game.
You damn right they would. They was gonna tear that ass up. You coming here without your thing. But then again, you go back to my Uncle Ned. He told him, say, y'all talk about breaking the treaties and the treaties being broken, but y'all don't never say nothing about y'all breaking the treaties, letting these people come here for $1 a month, marrying them off to your sons and daughters. See, it's all a big collection of bullshit, man. And they erased the whole history of southern Kansas, and that pisses me the hell off more than anything, dude. Our people suffered up there. And then turned around and came back and fought the Civil War right here in this damn state. And all they get out of it is thrown to the wolves because these niggas want to be Africans.
Because they working. Do you think they working with them people? They are, like I called that. They directly told me, we're working with NAACP and Sheila Jackson Lee.
Well, you hit it on
tribute, then it could be monetary.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head when you noticed that boy was part of that Ben Crump's little organization.
Right, right.
They ain't here to try to save the black Indians. They here to convert these Indians into something that they can market. Just like they marketed Juneteenth. They finna market these niggas.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna get shit out of it.
Yeah,
But
that's
in
what
the
they talking
worst
about, the
condition.
new landmark. They want to make they
Yes,
want to make
yeah.
put up a little like a historical marker, and like you say, they're gonna turn it into tourism and all of this.
That's the whole reason for doing it like that, Cat. That's the whole reason. There ain't no reason for nobody to throw their history away like that. Would you throw your history down like that?
Hell nah. And like I say,
Yeah.
these same names go back to, we can see these names back in the 50s and the 60s around the Civil War era. And we can see what position they was playing. That's why I went through a little of the history before I came to it, to show them what people was going through back then and at that time. And these same names just so happen to keep coming up. And now these niggas are out here talking for us. And like you say, they signed a nigga under Article 2 as a goddamn African.
They don't, and they're not. See, and I got a clip where Eli Grayson is up there in Washington, D.C., talking about we don't want nothing but the money. And I got the clip on my phone, baby. I can send it to you. And you can hear him say it. These people is all in cahoots now. All they want is an invisible dollar that they ain't gonna get. Because even the Creek citizens down here bitch all the time about Creek Nation ain't doing nothing for them.
Ain't getting no money. You can go on YouTube. Them niggas on YouTube saying that they ain't getting no checks and the money ain't coming out.
That's right.
You can type it in on YouTube.
I know what I'm talking about.
Man, they out there living rough.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Man, there was a time that they couldn't even, if they got caught driving a car, they automatically gonna be suspected of doing a DUI. They wouldn't even wear their own tribal tags on their cars because you couldn't drive in peace. I remember all of this shit, baby. I remember all of this. This here. And to make it so bad, it's new. This is 1979. We ain't talking about 1879.
Right.
We ain't talking about 1779. You see what I'm saying? We talking about 1979. Huh?
With it was a big conflict back then. What they was called, the light horses. What was that?
Light horsemen.
The light horsemen. They ended up getting into a conflict to where they had to go to the government because they were being attacked. But how these people are policing their own? Let them know what a light horseman is.
That's the Indian police force, outgunned and undermanned right now. There's a whole drug war going on down here, baby, and it's getting uglier every day. And the light horse ain't even equipped to handle it. Half of them is part of the damn problem.
See,
but there's a whole
1870s. It was us, and they were they were being under attack all the way going through the 80s and everything. So they had a big scuffle about that. But I wanted to show people like these were our towns, bro. We're policing them, not no white folks or no Native Americans, bro.
I grew up in what they call now an all black town, right there in Creek Nation. We never seen one of them cops from any of them other little towns come running down there doing nothing in our part of the world. I didn't even see white folks until my school got closed in 1968, and I had to go down to Walika to the white school. We ain't had no association with white folks. We ain't had no association with nobody, just us and those Native Americans. They got a little reservation right outside our community right now. Has been there all my damn life. We didn't have them problems. I got relatives buried over there on the Hickory grounds right now. North Fork Cemetery. Solid Creek Nation. But all of a sudden now all that just got thrown away because now all them people supposed to be just plain old unknown ass Africans. I hate that shit, Cat. I hate that shit
I
with a
know.
purple and green passion.
That's why. That's why I called Trees early and asked her, man, should I even speak on this topic? You
Yeah,
know what
you
I'm
can speak.
saying?
That's the problem. But see, here's the problem. Nobody is speaking on the topic. They focus right here on this one spot, and all the rest of the history just gets thrown on the cutting room floor. Yeah, you need to speak on it. Everybody needs to speak on it. You can go on. There's a website out here, RootsWeb, I think it is, that it has all that documentation. You can see the shit. You can see the letters that the people, the Indian agents, were sending back to Washington D.C. trying to answer some of these questions that they had. You can understand that the people that got the allotments, the so-called freedmen, they had to be on the 1867 Dunn Road. They had to be on the 1869 road. They had to be on the 1870 road. They had to be on the 1890 road. They had to be on the 1895 omitted road. And if you couldn't be found on them roads, you couldn't get no allotments. So the ones that tried to get allotments that they found they couldn't follow them roads, then was the Africans that was put on the rejected list. See, this is the little known secret. You want to find some Africans, you're going to have to go over there and look at that rejected road. And these niggas in their ultimate smartness just put their asses over there on the rejected road too. Because there's a rejected road just like there's a dog's road. And that's where you're gonna find these niggas at before it's over with. And I think everybody need to talk about, because the shit that happened in southern Kansas don't never need to be forgotten.
Yeah, I
Them
put that in my new seminar lecture. I talk about it every time I can. The trail
man,
on ice.
our people straight suffered, man. They gave them meat that wasn't even fit for them to feed their dogs.
Whole meat and shit. Niggas get
Yes,
their leg amputated. Had to get the leg amputated and shit.
That's right.
Put it in the snow and shit.
The first colored regiment to see battle during the Civil War came from them people from up there in southern Kansas.
Kansas, first and second regiment.
Goddamn right. That's what they.
Motherfuckers.
That's what they erasing right there.
They say they fought like tigers. That's what they.
Yes.
Yeah. They
come back. They came back and took Indian territory back from the people that tried to kill them in the wintertime.
And they caught Stan Wade and ended it.
Yep.
Caught his ass.
But they want you to believe that these people never existed, because don't nobody talk about their history. And you can't get from the Civil War to allotment time without going through them people. You can't do it. It's impossible. It is impossible.
So do you think they're gonna it's a check coming, like the situation with the Cherokee where Obama paid them once they signed in?
That was Trump. Trump sent Bill Barr, the Attorney General, down here on a private plane, and him and Hoskins and the assistant chief over there at the Cherokee Nation, they went off into a room all by themselves, stayed in there all day long. When they come out, wasn't no news conference or nothing. Bill Barr got on his little jet and flew back to Washington, D.C. The next thing you know, the Cherokee Nation got a check from $1.8 billion. So now the Cherokee Nation is down there.
Right back. You say one. How many? You said an M or a B?
That's a B.
Okay, and hold on now. Why? Let them know why did they give them that money?
Because of the 1866 treaty. They can't. The only people that can trigger that treaty and the rights and the responsibilities that's in that treaty is the freedmen's, baby. They those ones that can prove that they was there.
Bars. Only ones that prove they was there. The roles, the fighting, the U.S. records The U.S. War Department have the records. They know who was there. They
Yeah.
know who was fighting.
Oh yeah, I can. If I had your email address, I can send you the list of the people who was in Kansas, plus what they applied for as far as damages concerned, plus what their status was when they was up there. They got all of that, baby. And all that's tied up with the 1870 treaty. That's why they don't talk about 1870. But Article 4 of 1870 is just like Article 4 of 1866, and it's talking about
Right.
the same people. The loyal Indians and the freedmen.
Nobody else.
Nobody else. No Africans is mentioned. I don't see how they figured that they was going to have an African in Article 2. And then all of a sudden in Article 4, they talking about freedmen. Wouldn't that lead you to believe that Article 2 Africans and Article 4 freedmen ain't the same people?
We're talking about two different people.
Exactly. So they took themselves from being the freedmen that's listed under Article 4 that actually has a debt owed to them plus interest to become the African. Huh?
And land.
And land to become the Africans that had no interest in the land. And you tell me that's a good deal, right? It's the stupidest shit I ever seen, man. And to watch him sit up there grinning about that shit really kind of chaps my heart. I'm not even lying. What the fuck? What the hell is he grinning for? Except that he's grinning because he erased your fucking people. He erased his own grandfather. If he'd do that to his own people, he'd do it to you. Huh?
And his grandma, he's saying shit that passed in 2019 that'll be proud to see this. Because she's the one who put the claim out first.
Did you not hear him say that she spoke the Creek language?
Yeah. Yeah, if you go back to that 7 years ago, every person that had showed up to that meeting spoke the language.
Yes, that's all we spoke. I spoke the language until I had to move up here and didn't have nobody to speak it with.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how we communicate. Even out on the playground, that's how we talked to each other, was in the Creek language. It was Muskogee all the way. And then all of a sudden, here we go. I graduated high school in 78. They changed the law in 79. That's how fresh that shit is in my mind.
How fast did that transition happen?
Quick, fast, in a hurry. Now, the way I got it, it was a conspiracy between Chief Haney of the Seminole Nation and Chief Swimmer of the Creek Nation got together and came up with this little plot to get rid of the freedmen because they wanted to bring in the casinos. See, because they thought they was going to get rich on these damn casinos. So they wanted to get the freedmen out the way so they wouldn't have to divide the casino money with the freedmen. That's all that was, man. It was a play. And it was a play that these motherfuckers just signed up for. They did it on their own.
Martin Luther King, I walked my people in the burning building.
Jesse Jackson. Back it up. Jesse Jackson, when he tried to convince everybody that they was Africans living in America.
Registered under the Cherokee.
Thank you. Thank you. Show you how dirty these people is.
He registered under the Cherokee. We gotta be Africans, and he get to be the Indian. And that nigga standing up there, he get to be the Indian, and we gotta be the Africans.
And that's exactly where that roll. And the people that stand up here now, doing all this jumping and celebrating, is falling in that same mold. See? And it's all because they think they gonna get something that they ain't finna get. They finna lose more than they get. I promise you. I promise you. I I don't care what nobody say. You would never put me under Article 2 as long as I got breath in my body. I'm not doing it. I don't give a damn what they give you. My history and my culture and my heritage mean more to me than anything they could possibly give you. If they was gonna try to give you something, they can't give you enough of something.
They ain't got enough, yeah.
See? But they G for this shit, man, and I don't understand it, boy. I don't understand it. But I'll go ahead. I'll sit down and let you bring somebody else up. Y'all can talk about it like you want to. You see where I'm standing.
I got one more question. Do you think they advocate for people to sign up to the Creek Nation, or because you heard the Native American Creeks say they people in their tribe are upset about the decision? What's your thoughts on that?
They pissed off. they really pissed off because they thought they had this game won. You know how you get down to the last few seconds of the game and you in the lead, and then somebody come up from behind you. Yeah, they pissed the hell off.
They hit it at the buzzer. Half-court shot at the buzzer though, your ass.
Yep. Yeah. And they is hot. And I think that shit is funny because y'all can't follow the history and the culture either. Y'all walk around in a circle like the Plains Indians do. No, baby. Yeah, they pissed off. They've been pissed off for years.
They've been talking shit for years, making videos, you can put it up on YouTube. They like, how do you think? What if they do get citizenship? People talking about they gonna drop out the tribe. I won't be a part of something like that. You know, it's stolen history.
And a bunch of them will drop out because a bunch of them is Plains Indians. You go back to the Dawes Commission and you get to digging in there pretty good, you will notice that you have a lot of Plains Indians that came up into the 5 tribes to try to get allotments because they don't get allotments on their reservation land.
Right. They total control over them.
That's right. So they come up here and try to get that 160 acres. See? So a lot of them, there's going to be more than a few that's just going to drop out. You got a bunch of white folks in there that's running around here with United States homestead patent deeds claiming to be in. And they just G'ing for all of them. So you had the Homestead Act in effect in 1863 here in Oklahoma. They didn't get allotment land until 1898 when the enrollment period started.
Turn of the century, yeah. Curtis Act.
See? Yep. The Curtis Act is how they took the land away from the Freedmen.
Took the rest of the dogs, they swooped up all that. And came back
dogs gave it. That was the reason why they did the Freedmen classification to begin with. Because under the Dawes Commission, the allotments had a 25-year restriction on it. You see what I'm saying? Right. And until the original allottee died, if he died, then the restriction would be removed. You see what I'm saying? Then the Curtis Act would come into play. They would go to the court system, have your Indianness taken away from you, and reclassify you as a freedman, and then you don't have no restrictions on your land. So now in 1921, you get Tulsa. Because now we got to get rid of all the people that still got restrictions on this oil.
Gotta move.
So now we got to go get rid of them. So they attacked them. You see? But it was them freedmen, them by-blood freedmen, that actually held and made Tulsa the oil capital of the world.
Right.
That was built off of them people.
That's why I got Sarah Rector on the front, on the thumbnail.
Yep. And the only way she survived is she had to get out of Oklahoma.
Hold on, let her know for the people that never heard of her who she is, cause that's real Creek history that gets swept under the rug.
Yeah, well, she was one of the first ones they found the oil on her allotment, and it made her one of the wealthiest women in the country. But they moved her.
Countries trying to come marry her.
Yeah, they moved her into St. Louis to get her from down here because they was gonna kill her. I got a friend down here. They killed his grandma to take their allotment, and he ain't the only one.
And let them know they classified her as white too.
Oh yeah, but they can't classify her as black because of Jim Crow laws.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that's not classified as black in this country gets classified as white.
Boy.
And that's just what happened. That's just what happened to her. That's just what happened to her. So they moved her out of here with all that money. Now, if you go back and look, you see that right after they got rid of the 5 tribes with the allotment period, the next thing you see happening here in Oklahoma is the collapsing of the banks. And they started closing down the individual banks and rolling them up into bigger banks and rolling them up into bigger banks until they got them rolled up to the point that they moved them over to Arkansas. And the headquarters went from being here in Indian Territory to being in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then after they got tired of being in Arkansas and they consolidated the rest of them, they took it to Louisiana. Then they took it to St. Louis. Then they took it to New Jersey. And the money is sitting in the boatman's bank right now. That's all the money that they stole out of Oklahoma when they got rid of Indian Territory.
Even them stories of the Civil War when they was getting them old treasure chests and shit full of, like it was crazy. But damn, I was gonna say something. You had just said something, made me think of something, but it's cool. It'll come to me. But I appreciate your wisdom, man. Like I said, I ain't even want to say nothing because I ain't really had nothing good to say about it. But I'm glad I did pop in so you can come in and get him a better understanding, and then let them know he in Oklahoma. So, like he say in 78, he was there, integration and when they reconstituted their constitution.
Integration is where they closed our school. 79 is when they got us out the tribes. And they messed up and said, I'm from one of them all black towns, as they call them now. Right in the heart of Muskogee territory. This is something I lived. This ain't nothing somebody had to come and tell me. I didn't read this in no damn book. I inhaled and exhaled this shit. Huh?
I got one last question. Do this end right here? Do you think is ever a way that somebody can come back in the future and correct this? Because under the 1866 treaty, it states that no man or woman can ever come and undo this.
No, the treaty's gonna stand. 1866 and 1870. But it's gonna take these people realizing where they made a mistake at. They can always go back in the court and say, hey man, kind of messed up on this one. Now, will they do it? That's a subject we might have to debate a little bit.
That's why I say it'll have to be somebody else that come in the future.
Yeah, because like me, because I'm not standing on Article 2. So they little ruling don't have no reference in my world.
Right.
That don't mean shit to me.
So it's
that
people
don't
like
mean
you with the bloodline and the understanding that, hey, homie, I'm Article 4. I'm Article 4 when you talking about the freedmen. I'm who the inheritance. Yep. So this agreement that these people made does not speak for the rest of us. So
no, it don't speak. It don't speak for me. For them,
the same, because they remember they was using the 1866 treaty to get this. So
yeah,
somebody else
but they didn't use But they didn't use the 1870 treaty either, which harmonizes with the 1866. If they was true to it and not new to it, they would have brought them both and thrown them on the table.
But watch this here, OG. They understood it. That's why they left They were smart enough to leave the 1870 out because they wanted to do 1866 to go under Article 2.
That's
so
right.
They knew what they were doing in the first place. But still, this is not a treaty that was made. This ain't a treaty. So, like you say, when somebody with the right understanding come along, they can always revert back to the treaty because our ancestors put in there, no man or woman ever or law can ever come and make a law to change this. Nigga, this is stone. This is forever. Not no Uncle Tom nigga can't come in here and override what I said, because in 1841 they tried to use a letter. The Creek dude wrote, and the dude was a YT man. They tried to use a letter that said you have the right to kick out Negroes out the tribe, and the 1866 treaty overruled it. This is the sources that they're bringing today. Since they've been going to court with them through these past years, the Native Americans are using a letter from 1941. They're not using law. They're using an opinion from one person. And that's why and these niggas fighting with the 1866 one, but they just fighting under the wrong clause. And they ain't
all it is.
With no rights to the goddamn land. We'll take the check. Same thing these FBA niggas and other reparationists and all that shit saying, hey, just be quiet, get the check. We'll correct everything after that. Fuck that. Because y'all do it, y'all bring us a burning building, just like Martin Luther King and the rest of these sellout ass niggas did.
If they don't say something, it'll be 200 years before they get this back up again. Because that's the cycle that the United States work on. It take them 200 years to do any damn thing, especially concerning the Indians.
Now pushing the message that we don't agree with the goddamn Freedmen. Yeah, that's our push. We don't agree with it. We don't accept it. Nigga, you don't speak for us. Nigga, we delineate. Right. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where the Article 4 Freedmen at?
Yeah, Article 4 Freedmen versus Article 2 Freedmen. We don't fuck with y'all. We delineate. Yeah, nigga, we separate ourselves from y'all.
Hold on. Article 2 don't mention freedmen at all.
Right. Yeah.
So you got Article 4
Africans. Nigga,
that's right. You got Article 4 freedmen against Article 2 Africans with no interest in the land.
Yeah, and we delineating. Yeah, like a motherfucker. So yeah,
that's the delineation. And that's the delineation right there. And that's got to go on in all 5 tribes, bro.
And guess what, OG? You gonna get all of the credit in the world. Hold on, you gonna get all of the credit in the world, though. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that every time I push it, OG Wild though. Well, yeah, we banging Article 4 against Article 2. We're not the same. Y'all don't speak for us. The Africans went in there and made a deal for themselves. Now the Article 4 Indians need to be taken care of. We waiting on now. Yeah, and report is the 1866 treaty, what they use to confirm their Africanness. We're bringing this to confirm our Article 4 Indian freedmen. Yeah.
With a backup. Hey, wait a minute. With a backup. See, they don't got no backup. We got a backup. Because we got the 1870 also.
1870. Right. Yeah. We gonna lock the board up with that domino. Yeah, can't nobody play. Flip your hand, nigga. What you got? Yeah, everybody flip your hand. You can lock the board up with this one, with 1870. Hit them with
that's
the
1870
and then slam the 1870 down there on their ass. Yeah, and
1870 harmonizes.
Everybody, drop out the rest of your dominoes, nigga, and add my points up because. Yeah, so that's what we gonna do. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it. I was gonna say something negative, but fuck it. I came on here, you popped in, and that's the mission that we on. Fuck Article 2. Africans, nigga. We fuck Article.
These
Nigga, y'all got
unknown Africans. Wait a minute. They unknown Africans. See, that's the killer to me. Don't nobody know who the hell they is.
Political Africans.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I'll go with that one. That's my point, and that's where I stand. I ain't never going under Article 2. I could live to be 1,000 years old. I still will never go into Article 2 because Article 2 people ain't my people. Point blank and period. Them ain't our folks. We know who them niggas is. Them ain't our folks. And anybody that G with that bullshit, you ain't kin to me either. Because you trying to erase my history. Hell, I have a hard enough time holding on to my history as it is without y'all sitting up here trying to erase this shit. No, hell no. Article 4, baby. If you call me, that's what you call me by. Otherwise, leave me the hell alone. I'm not playing no reindeer games with no silly ass niggas. I'm too old for that shit.
Nah, for real.
I went through segregation, integration. I done been through all of that shit. And you think I'm gonna just fall down and worship at the feet of some unknown ass African after watching the shit that my people had to go through? You lost your daggum mind. That ain't gonna happen. not no.
Shit. Till I'm gone, I'm pushing it. Yeah, and I'm
that's
there.
that's the line I'm standing on. Now.
That's how we coming, nigga. On OG Wilder, nigga. We ain't fucking with it, nigga. Y'all got y'all signed up for y'all, nigga. We still need ours.
Yeah,
we still got business to take care of, nigga. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
And you can talk about it. You can talk about it all you want to. If anybody says something to you, tell them to come see me. I got correction for that.
You know that. Yeah, they ain't gonna say nothing, but we definitely gonna push it and definitely inform the other people who feel like it's a victory for them. It's not a victory. It's a victory and a talking point if you just gonna sit on goddamn internet and talk about it. To use it to argue against Pan-Africans and Native Americans and all that shit, they're bullshit. We need to do this the right way and nigga understand that we not on that. The fight's still on, nigga. Yeah, don't let them
ain't over.
Get you to put your rifle down, nigga. The fight is still on, nigga. Stay with that bitch on your chest.
It still ain't over. Hey, the fight ain't over for me. It might be over for them, but it ain't over for me.
Yeah, they got that. We still, nigga sleeping with that rifle on his chest.
I want what's owed to me. I don't care about what's owed to them. I want what's owed to me. I want my family's history to be recognized off in this bitch.
Yeah, just like family recognition. Okay, you got that, Mr. Article 2. That's how we're gonna address you niggas. Yeah, at Article 2, niggas. Yeah, that's how you need to get in the test.
All right, well, you like I said, you see my side of it. I'm not changing, so whatever. I'm not falling for the okie dokie. You ain't sticking no banana in my tailpipe, damn it.
Yeah.
No, I done spent too much on this car. You can't tear that shit up.
Give him some last words of wisdom, OG, before we close out.
Man, just don't give up the fight, baby. We still at war. 500 years and counting, we still at war. I even told Chief that today. Well, I'm not through. They might be through, but I'm not through. I'm just getting warmed up because y'all finna mess around here and open up a door you can't close. Don't come here waving no $5 in my face because I don't need $5.
Yeah, we cool on that.
Cool. I don't need that shit. You can keep every dime you think you can hold on to, but I don't need that shit. I need what I want is more valuable than anything they can give you.
That money can buy.
Yeah. They can't pay you. They can't pay you what they owe you. So we don't even need to talk about that because if I start talking about what you owe me, y'all dog food from there. But give me back what you took that actually means something to me. I'm old now, baby. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got a few days left. I don't need your money. I will leave here comfortably just like I lived here comfortably. Give me my people back.
Check.
Give me my history back. Give me my heritage and my culture back.
Check.
Give me something I can pass on to my kids that don't rot, don't get stolen, and don't come up corrupted.
Give us that blood back that our ancestors shed to fight for
there you
shit,
go.
to be recognized under
There
that
you
order.
go.
Get that blood back. Get that motherfucking gunpowder back. Yeah, get them amputations back. Get them kids back that were kidnapped. Get them wealthy people who homes was territories raided because they ain't want to be a part of that shit. Get all that's what we talking about. Fuck that $5, nigga.
I don't need that shit because
they don't want no couple dollars.
That's that Umar Johnson shit.
Yeah, a couple dollars.
Hit my cash out. Hit my cash out. See, y'all people hear me all the time, but you don't never hear me say hit my cash out. I don't need your fucking money, man. I need y'all to get my history together. Before I get too old to recognize what's going on. Alzheimer's running my family. I'm allowed to forget this shit tomorrow. I don't need your money.
I got it right here recorded. That motherfucker going, yeah, we got it recorded.
You play it, you run it, you put that shit out there and let them know what they done forgot. Well, they listen to you. They hear you all the time.
Yeah.
So now you got something to take out there and run in the middle of the street with. Tell them to come get you.
Yeah, they know I'm coming. They ain't gonna see me coming, but they know I'm coming.
Yeah. That's how they work. But I'm gonna go ahead, man, and let y'all have this conversation. Y'all know y'all got some old people wanting to get in here and try it, so let them try it. I listen, but I gotta go get my hands dirty for a minute.
I bet.
So,
I'm gonna follow up.
Y'all be good. Y'all be good while y'all be good, man.
For sure. Go get on that good gas. I saw you on the road.
I ain't got started yet, but I'm finna to. But anyway, I get you.
For sure. Anybody else in the chat down there that want to jump up? Anybody else in the building? She say Sarah was not the only child that got land. My grandma got 2 lots. Yeah, Sarah had a sister. It was crazy because even her parents had problems. She had a sister that didn't get an allotment either. So now we just bringing Sarah up as a reference, and Sarah was the richest, you know what I'm saying? But and like you said, one of the first that they found the oil on. And went through a company, and it was this nigga named I think it was Thomas Jefferson something. I think it was Thomas Jefferson. And they basically was penny pinching them. And so they had to step in. But like you say, she had to get up out of there because they was gonna unalive her. But Sarah Rector, man, real Creek history. They swept under the rug, man. But like the sister Sarvin and say, it's a lot of people out there with these stories. It's a lot of people out there with them stories. And we gotta understand that the fight's still on. That shit ain't no win for us. I'll tell the truth earlier. Like, we were talking about this shit. Like, man, what I gotta say, niggas might not want to hear because I see people celebrating. People sending it to me. Hey, Chief, you seen this? And I've been seeing it. I've been knowing about it before I even left. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with it because I don't want to rain on nobody parade. But at the same time, if a nigga trying to fuck over you, you better defend yourself, nigga. Yeah, you better goddamn me pick up something and hit him with it if a nigga trying to fuck over you, though. In real talk, you better pick up something and defend yourself if these niggas try to run you over.
Muskogee Freedmen, also known as Black Creeks, are being granted tribal citizenship with the Muskogee Creek Nation. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Rozzi. Nathan has the night off. Now, this comes after today's unanimous ruling by the Muskogee Nation Supreme Court. Fox 23's Paris Rain is live in studio after talking with the civil rights attorney who worked on this case to find out what this all means. Paris.
Shay, this legal battle has been ongoing for 46 years. Now, today's civil rights attorney, DeMario Solomon Simmons, told me this is what they have been fighting for, and it's like a breath of fresh air, not just for him, but for thousands of others who are Creek freedmen.
You know, I started this in 1999, trying to get my own citizenship restored and was denied. And then that kind of pushed me on a path of like, man, I got to do something about this.
Civil rights attorney and founder of Justice for Greenwood, DeMario Solomon Simmons, spoke to me following Wednesday's Muskogee Nation Supreme Court ruling that gave Muskogee Freedmen, also known as Black Creeks, tribal citizenship. The Muskogee Creek Nation argued their constitution references citizenship as those who are Muskogee Creek, quote, by blood. But attorneys for the Freedmen argued a previous 1866 treaty gave them tribal citizenship, and the Muskogee Nation Supreme Court agreed. Solomon Simmons says this win hits home not just for his clients, but for him and his family too.
In 1976, I was a Creek citizen, and then that was stripped from me in 1979. But I'm really thinking about my grandmother, Johnny Mae Alston. She passed away in 2019 at 89 years old. She was one of the named lead plaintiffs in our 2018 case. She was very passionate about getting her Creek citizenship restored. She spoke Creek. And I wish she was here physically to see it, but I just believe that her spirit has helped me along this long road.
Both plaintiffs responded to the big news with statements, with Kennedy saying in part, quote, "When I heard the ruling, I felt generations of my family exhale at once. Our ancestors signed that treaty in good faith. And today, the court finally honored their word. This victory isn't just mine. It belongs to every Black Creek descendant who refused to be erased." Grayson's statement says in part, quote, "Today's ruling is a long-awaited affirmation of our dignity, our ancestors, and our rightful place within the Creek Nation. While this victory honors our past, it also offers a meaningful opportunity for healing and reconciliation."
And it's one of the best days of our lives. We made history. But more importantly, we have restored the lives and the dignity of so many people.
He says now thousands of Black Creeks have the opportunity to have their citizenship restored. If you need any help doing so, you can contact Justice for Greenwood. You have to have documents showing you are a direct descendant of someone who is on the Creek Freedmen Dawes rolls. Live in studio covering news that matters, I'm Paris Rain, Fox 23 News.
Reached out to the Muskogee Creek Nation about this ruling. They sent us a statement saying, quote, "We are currently reviewing the order to understand its basis as well as its implications for our processes. It may be necessary to ask for a reconsideration of this order to receive clarity so that we can ensure that we move forward in a legal, constitutional manner."
Uh-oh. That's super important. Y'all see what the Creek Nation said? They damn near ain't even respecting it. They not honoring it. They feel like they should honor it. Huh? So they say we are currently reviewing this. Yeah, we currently reviewing this to understand its basis as well as its implications for our processes. You know, how we gonna move on with y'all, because y'all not finna come in here and run us. You're gonna be the slave to this tribe. See, it's gonna be a lot of problems. They out there clapping for a victory, and they're saying, make sure you know your motherfucking place around here. It may be necessary to ask for a reconsideration of this order to receive clarity. Huh? Because I'm not understanding what's going on, but I know what it better not be what I think going on. I know a nigga better know his place. so that we can ensure that we move forward in a legal constitutional matter, meaning I have my lawyers on this. We have a government-to-government relationship with the United States. The United States are our partners and allies and friends. And are you telling me, after I told you that I wanted no parts of this because it would cause friction in my nation? Now, y'all, it sounds like the Creek didn't know that this was gonna happen, or they didn't have all the information. So it feel like you done snuck one in on me, and I want to take legal action because I don't honor that. But at the same time, they ain't got no footing. That 1866 treaty is the only thing that kept them alive. And it's one of our most powerful tools. I bring it up every time I talk to somebody. What do we get out of this Indian shit? Well, inheritance, nigga, this our land. The law of the land, the highest law of the land, here's the constitutional law of the land. It's the treaties trump the Constitution, homie. Treaties trump the Constitution. You gonna respect that treaty. And in the treaty, the ancestors said, in case these flip-floppers come through, no man can ever come and change and take this out of law. This is in the foundation, nigga. This is when you talking about generational wealth. So, man, why you don't want to fight hard for your ancestors? Why people ain't respecting it? Why we out here adopting these ideologies that somebody created out of thin air? Nobody fought for that. Nobody flew a flag for this. No knock to y'all, but it's Black Americans flying this flag that's called a Black American flag. And I'm just saying, I don't recognize it from any war. Yeah, so which means they ain't never fought for our cause. You don't get to come stand out here, nigga, and do nothing. You ain't got no blood on your hand, nigga. We got shit, niggas died by it. Real talk, we got blood in the sand for this shit. Niggas took shots for this. Niggas, niggas hung for this. Niggas lost property. Niggas got their shit burned down for this. Nigga had to migrate for this. Nigga had to relocate. Nigga had to learn a whole nother way of life in somebody else in the settlement, in the camp. Nigga went down there through there for this. Nah, nigga, I ain't picking up no flag, nigga. My people them ain't shed no blood for a nigga. And since you made the flag and you fly, you need to go strike, nigga. You need some hats. You need some hats. That shit is a picket sign or peaceful protest flag. Let's call it what it is. That's a civil rights peaceful protest flag. You fly to let them know that you're coming in peace and you really don't want no problem. You are a part of the allegiance and you just on code to keep the nigga in a goddamn inferior position. That's all it means when you fly that. Cause ain't nobody that did nothing but preach for that. Ain't nobody did nothing but turn you from Negro to Black to Afro-American to African-American to Black to a goddamn Article 2 African. If you was a Creek. That type of shit. And we ain't on that type of time. So like these natives say, nigga, we need to understand this language and law. What we doing, fam? So, nigga, sleep with your rifle on your chest because the fight ain't over with, homie. We might got to get out of the foxhole and get busy. You feel me? You still got to get ready to get busy. Keep your shoes laced, nigga. That's what we doing with it. But that's cold. They said they want to investigate it. They ain't taking it while he's shucking a job and smiling. And whoever you teamed up with, whoever you teamed up with, it ain't gonna work. Because like we just went through, Article 2 and Article 4 are two different people. That's why they're using different language. This is legal language that they're using. So they were talking about the same person. They would just, obviously, they would have called them, identified them by the same thing. But they were specific in it. So since they want to play the Freedmen game, we can play the Freedmen game. Freedmen got inheritance. Freedmen had smoke coming out their motherfucking rifles. The Freedmen was nigga putting on bayonets through nigga shit. Pouring whiskey on the motherfucking wounds, nigga, and tying it up, nigga, and still fighting. And so we gonna keep it going. Bring it on in. Y'all know how it started and how it ends, goddamn. As long as we got each other, we don't need nobody else. Strength and honor. What we do in this lifetime, BCU, will echo in eternity. Indian gang it on bang and get banged. That's my time.
Can we get it together? Get it together. I really wanna go. I really wanna stay. Can we get it together? Get it together. You don't know the pain that I feel. You've taken my love for granted and you just wanna see it your way. Yeah, it's about that time. I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind. I'm fed up with you not being here with me. When you know love is all I need. I don't wanna stay. I really wanna stay. I don't want to go. I really need to know. Can we get it together? Can we get it? Yeah. And I don't wanna. I really wanna go. I really wanna stay. Don't want to stay. Get it together. Get it together. Let's get it together, babe. I can't let go, 'cause being confused just takes control. I hope we can start brand new, 'cause I don't wanna lose you. Oh no. With the love we shared, baby, it's so rare. I'm willing to try and make you see that all you need is here in me. I don't want to stay. I don't want you to go. How you feel? Let me know how you feel. I don't want to stay. Don't want to go. You gotta let me know just how you feel. Yeah, I don't wanna stay. No, I don't really wanna go, and I don't want to go. Get it together. Come on, babe, let's get it together. I really wanna go. I really hope. Can we get it together? Come on, boy. Get it together. Yeah. See, I'm so confused. I just don't know what to do. And I don't understand. No. You know I don't wanna stay. You know I don't wanna go. Baby, please listen to me. I don't really wanna stay. Don't wanna go. I really need to know. Can we get together? I hope, I pray, baby.